I'm about to give you a test. Don't worry, it's just one question. Here it is. If your car broke down right now and the repair cost $400, could you pay it? With cash, not a credit card, not a loan, just cash sitting in your bank account. Yes or no? If you hesitated, you're not alone. More than a third of Americans can't pass this test. And that's terrifying. Because $400 isn't the worst thing that can happen to you, it's just the beginning. Today we're talking about the one thing standing between you and financial disaster. Your emergency fund. Let's build it.
Let me paint you a picture of America's financial situation. And I'm warning you, it's not pretty. Nearly 60% of Americans don't have enough money saved to handle a common financial emergency. 60%. That's 6 out of 10 people walking around with no safety net. The median amount Americans have saved for emergencies? $500. $500. That won't even cover most car repairs. Forget about a medical bill. Forget about a month of rent if you lose your job. 42% of Americans don't have an emergency fund at all. Zero. Nothing. And here's what keeps me up at night. These aren't just statistics. These are real people. Your neighbors, your coworkers, maybe you. Living one surprise expense away from complete financial chaos. One flat tire, one broken furnace, one medical bill, and everything falls apart.
The disaster montage. Picture this. It's Tuesday morning. You're getting ready for work. Your phone rings. It's your boss. The company's downsizing. Your position's been eliminated. You've got 2 weeks. Panic sets in. How are you going to pay rent? How are you going to buy groceries? How long can you survive? Or this. You're driving home from work. Check engine light comes on. You pull over. The mechanic says it's the transmission. $1,500. You don't have $1,500. So what do? Put it on a credit card at 23% interest? Take out a predatory payday loan? Ask family for money and feel the shame? Or this, you wake up with excruciating tooth pain, emergency dentist, root canal. Insurance covers some of it, but you're still on the hook for $800. You literally can't afford to fix your own body. Now imagine a different scenario. Same emergencies, same Tuesday, same broken down car, same tooth. But this time, you've got an emergency fund. You open your savings account, the money's there, you handle it. No panic, no credit card debt, no begging, no shame. Just calm, control, peace of mind. That's the difference between having a safety net and walking a tightrope with no net at all.
What is an emergency fund? All right, let's get clear on what we're actually building here. An emergency fund is a cash reserve set aside specifically for unplanned expenses. It's your financial seatbelt. You hope you never need it, but when disaster strikes, it saves your life. Now here's what it's not for. It's not for, there's a sale on those shoes I wanted. My favorite band is coming to town. I want to upgrade my phone. I overspent on holiday gifts. Those are not emergencies. Those are just you wanting stuff. An emergency fund is only for sudden job loss, unexpected medical or dental bills, major car repairs that you need to get to work, essential home repairs, supporting a family member in crisis. Financial coach Suzanne Wanjiku says it perfectly. Put some respect on your emergency fund. This isn't play money. This is survival money, and you need to treat it that way.
Now I know what you're thinking. Okay, I get it. I need an emergency fund. But how much? And how do I even start? Here's the thing. If I told you right now that you need $10,000 saved, you'd probably close this video because that feels impossible. So we're not going to do that. We're going to use what I call the Stair-Step Method. Small goals, achievable wins, building confidence as you go. Step 1. Save your first $400. Your first mission is $400. Why $400? Because in 2020, about a quarter of Americans had less than this amount available for emergencies. By hitting 400, you're immediately more prepared than millions of people. That's not nothing. That's progress. Step 2. Build your $1,000 starter fund. Next target, $1,000. This is the psychological milestone. When you see 4 digits in your savings account, it hits different. Your brain shifts. You start to feel secure. You start to believe you can do this. $1,000 can cover most surprise expenses. Not all of them, but most. Step 3. The research-backed safety net.
Look at how they interact.
Researchers Jorge Sabat and Emily Gallagher studied low-income households, the people most vulnerable to financial shocks, to figure out what amount of savings actually prevents disaster. They found a specific number, $2,467. That was in 2019. Adjusted for inflation to today, about $3,000. This is the amount that significantly increases the likelihood you won't fall into financial hardship after an emergency. $3,000 is your third goal. Hit that, you've built a legitimate safety net.
Okay, you've hit $3,000. Now what? Now you go for the gold standard, the final goal, 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. This is the amount that will keep you afloat during a major life event, like losing your job and needing time to find a new one. Here's how to calculate it. Step 1. Track your spending. Go back through the last 3 months of expenses. Not 1 month, 3, because your spending fluctuates. Step 2. Identify bare bones necessities. Add up only what you absolutely need to survive. Rent or mortgage. Groceries, not eating out, groceries. Transportation and insurance. Utilities, water, electric, heat. Medicine, minimum debt payments. Do not include dining out, subscriptions, shopping, or entertainment. Step 3. Do the math. Take that monthly number, multiply it by 3. That's your minimum emergency fund goal. Multiply it by 6, that's your maximum. If your bare bones expenses are $2,500 a month, your emergency fund goal is $7,500 to $15,000. Sounds like a lot. It is. But remember, Stair-Step Method, you're not doing this overnight. You're building it one paycheck at a time.
Where to keep it? The secret vault. Now, let's talk about where this money actually lives. Because here's a mistake I see all the time. People keep their emergency fund in a regular checking account earning 0 interest. Or worse, they invest it in the stock market. Both are wrong. Your emergency fund should be in a high-yield savings account, an HYSA. Why? Reason 1, it's safe. HYSAs are FDIC insured. If the bank fails, your money's protected up to the federal limit. It's your personal secure vault. Reason 2, it's accessible. You can get to it quickly. No penalties, no waiting periods. Emergency happens, money's there within a couple days. Reason 3, it earns interest. Right now, good HYSAs are paying 4 to 5% interest. That's not stock market returns, but it's way better than 0. Your money is growing while it sits there, keeping pace with inflation. This is not investment money. This is emergency money. It needs to be safe, liquid, and earning something. HYSA checks all 3 boxes. The tough questions. All right, let's tackle the questions I know you're asking. Should I pay off debt first or save for emergencies? Both, at the same time. If you only focus on debt and an emergency hits, you'll just take on more debt to cover it. So split your focus, make your minimum payments, and build your emergency fund simultaneously. What if I literally don't have money to save? Then you don't have a spending problem, you have an income problem. If you've tracked everything and your money's already going to necessities with nothing left, you need to focus on increasing your income, side hustle, new job, develop new skills. You can't save money you don't have. Can I save too much? Yes, actually you can. Once you've got 6 months of expenses saved, stop. Keeping more than a year's worth of cash in savings is a mistake. That's called opportunity cost. You're leaving money on the table that could be invested and working way harder for you.
Once your emergency fund is complete, redirect that savings to investing. That's where wealth gets built.
Here's the truth about emergency funds that nobody tells you. Success isn't never touching it. Success is having it when you need it. Content creator Aja Dang said it perfectly. Nobody tells you about the jarring whiplash of going from feeling financially healthy to suddenly worrying about when your next paycheck is coming. But because she had an emergency fund, she survived. If you dip into your savings during an actual emergency, you haven't failed, you've succeeded. You planned ahead. You protected yourself. That's exactly what it's for. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is progress. Start with $400, then $1,000, then $3,000. One step at a time. Because right now, 60% of Americans are walking a financial tightrope with no safety net. But you're about to be different. You're building your net, $1 at a time. And when life throws you a curveball, and it will, you'll be ready.
If this video made you realize you need to start building your safety net, hit subscribe and join the Wealth Tribe. Drop a comment. Where are you in your emergency fund journey? Still at zero? Hit your first $400? Already at $3,000? Let's build together. And if you need the next step, check out the video where we break down the best high-yield savings accounts and exactly how to automate your savings so it happens without you even thinking about it. You've got this, tribe. One emergency won't break you. Not anymore. See you in the next one.
Bye.